Yep. Welcome back to our Kingdoms campaign here in Darkest Dungeon 2, everybody. The Secrets of the Coven. The Escalation level has finally risen here for Escalation 2. Still have yet to lose any inns, thankfully, and we got a few sieges going on right now that we need to worry about. And as I was just mentioning to Twitch chat here, I'm feeling like the best course of action for that is probably just going to go ahead and be sending the B team up here to the Shallow Grave.
Distribute your champions judiciously.
And then we'll send C team, which, you know, don't let them hear that they're being called C team. I don't think they'd like that very much. But I think I'm going to send these guys over this way, given that we still want to eventually make our way up here to the Portly Prince. Although, oh wait, right, yeah, we've already been there, haven't we? Do we have all the underground access available? I think we do, don't we? I just didn't remember that from last time. Yeah, we got that one, and then, okay, so we need to go to this one still. And, well, B-Team's already headed there. That feels like it's probably going to be the best bet. But we could meet up with B-Team and then maybe swap out a couple of party members. That seems like a smart idea. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and send them over this way. Not to mention, we get to clear this out along the way.
And lurking in the furor.
Nice.
Oblivions spawn.
You blew it all in salted caramel butter. Holy cow. Apparently a tongue twister for me. Salted caramel butterfingers. 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 Okay, I got it. Committed. And then y'all are going to go up this way. Cut off the siege that way, and we're good to go. And we're going to meet up with B team on this side. All set.
A renewal. Welcome back.
That the Kong. 91 months, nearing another member of the 100-month club with Kong. Thank you for the bear hugs for him, and welcome back for the long-term support. Much appreciated. Doing good on the trinkets for this group still, even though we got a few that could be improvements for the others we've got in the mix. Got a lot of relationship issues last I remembered. Oh, actually the opposite. I don't know why I thought these guys didn't like each other. That's good. And then the stress, I suppose, is the last remaining big issue we have to worry about. Kind of hurting on the inventory space here as well. I think I might just go ahead and use a couple of these extra things. I suppose I also need to feed them right now, so maybe we should work on doing that.
Remind us of a time before the end.
Oh, yeah, we have the provisioner upgrade for this place. Damn, that's pretty nice. Do I need wild tea for anything? That could be useful here. Scatterbrain, pacifist, hydrophobic, exhaustible, which is possibly bad, I guess. None are all that bad, though. I feel like I could probably get away without improving those.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
I'm surprised we don't have more food available. I wonder if that's another one of the inn upgrades we can get, is maybe just add more food for the provisioner. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Okay. Don't have the supplies anymore, though, of course, so we're just probably going to have to work with what we got. I do want to use this thing, even though it's not as effective with a melophobic character, but I think it's still worthwhile. Without a doubt. Okay, good to see. They do all look pretty stinky, don't they? Yeah, I might have to do something about that.
Learn what can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
Any kind of anti-stink remedy available? To be honest, I think a lot of the things that we can buy are probably going to add to the stink, if anything. Impermeable poultice doesn't seem like it's going to create like a pleasant aroma, you know what I mean? Candles and chocolate we'll do a little bit more stress healing with and try to bring up the lowest relationship, which is right there, I suppose. Good to go. And what else can we do here? Do we have any disease, actually? I didn't even really think to check. No, we're looking clean. Okay. Got enough baubles to full heal fatigue. That's true. No, yeah, I don't know if this place has any kind of physician offering available. It doesn't look like it does. But if we can find one on the road, yeah, that would certainly solve that problem for us. And thankfully, we're not really dealing with that much fatigue on these guys at all. Which is shocking, given how frequently we've been using them. Alright, yeah, we gotta keep feeding them, too. Here, yeah, that's good enough. These guys are really tanky, too. God damn, this is looking really good. Okay. Let's see. I feel like some combat items could help us out as well here. I honestly kind of want to just keep going with the stress healing and relationship improvements, though. It doesn't really feel like there's a reason not to do that. So let's try this one here and then go for that again. Damn, well, okay, maybe that's a reason not to do it. There you go, guys. All fixed. And let's see, what else do we care about here? This would be a big stress heal for the Flagellant if I wanted it, but I've already spent quite a few relics, so maybe I should hold off on that for a bit. Save the baubles still. None of this seems all that important, and I've already got a full stagecoach of gear. Not that it's any good, but it is at least occupying those slots. And yeah, I guess that's going to do it here. I could probably stand to master a couple of skills. In fact, yeah, let's... Maybe some of the ones that I wouldn't really prioritize that much otherwise. Given that we're using this team so often, I feel like I might as well go ahead and give them some additional buffs. Might change the path on the Flagellant at some point. Seems likely. Then we'll upgrade the Deathless then. Yeah, that's probably good for now. I gotta keep in mind I'm gonna be hopefully using those mastery points to increase stats on these guys as well. I just gotta get back to the inn for that. That's not a bad idea, Luz. Yeah, I should utilize the inn storage like that, shouldn't I? We've got these trophies that are just gonna be sitting here. Since we literally can't equip these now. Or no, wait, we can equip these now, right? Yeah, it's just the pet slot that's occupied, but I'm probably happy with this. And then, like, now that I realize that the inn storage is accessible from every inn, yeah, this seems like a pretty damn good idea, doesn't it? Might as well take advantage. Okay, I think we're good here. I want to make our way over to the Mastery Inn soon, but that doesn't have to be a huge priority at the moment. And damn, that's looking like it's going to be helpful. Very respectful. Dodge plus, strength tokens, some stress heals off the judgment and running high. Not bad, dude. Looking good. I keep thinking you call the class the Flatulent. My ears deceive me. I mean, we don't know. The Flagellant definitely seems like a different direction for Dr. Seuss to take, but I'd be first in line for that book, I'll tell you that much. Lair time again? There is the hospital we were talking about, but I really don't have a ton of fatigue. I guess I could fix it, but... Well, I can't hit this if I don't get that, or if I don't go that way, so I suppose that's good enough reason to do it too. Sure. Certainly don't need a trophy here, so... This works. That's how he deals blight damage, it's just bad gas. It checks out, right? I mean, I figured he's just sort of emitting it from his person, which is, you know, kind of what a fart is, I guess.
Muscles burn. The body requires attention.
Let's see. Bad digestion doesn't really feel all that bad. Melophobic certainly gets in the way, but it doesn't feel like the kind of thing that's worth spending relics on. I think this is just a fatigue heal here. Which, if it's just that, that's pretty damn good, so... Ooh, yeah, nice. Get a couple of nightshade concoctions, too. And maybe the invigorating intoxicant here. I mean, we don't ever need to swap anybody out if we can just continue to fatigue heal them the whole time, right? Which feels kind of like cheating, but... using the resources we've got, right?
The tangled trails, whisper of torment.
Hey, Kai. Run out of time. Just getting started. Day 1, run 1 for this session anyway. Escalation 2 is here, so we're able to progress our main quest thing now.
Brings no satisfaction.
I am wondering exactly what I'm looking for. I figure it's probably going to be the sieges that give us the capability of generating that new currency, but yet to really have any reason to confirm that, I guess. Hey, Slash. Alright, let's get to blinded. We got a lot of things to like about our current situation. Not the least of them being the relationships we got going now, thanks to the most recent inn. Everybody love everybody. Yeah, this team's got the goods as we've seen up to this point, so... we got the means to continue to fatigue heal. I am feeling really confident about things here.
Master stroke.
Exactly. Well, I mean, yeah, you also got here for what is legitimately the first run of the day, as opposed to all those other ones that we were lying about. Seems unlikely that I'll want to be going for any kind of reset here, too, so safe bet that's gonna stick. Bye-bye. Alright, light cooking them up back there. Yeah, I'm definitely beginning to feel like we need to step up the difficulty for the next campaign. I think it was pretty reasonable to jump into a new module on the normal difficulty, but even just this far in, it's feeling pretty clear that we can probably handle a step or two up in the difficulty. I know. Baer, why'd you have to say anything? Baer, now you've certainly doomed yourself.
Held captive by fear.
Did you pull out the Necronomicon and just read the first line verbatim there, buddy? You just decide, you know what? What's this caution I'm holding here? Why do we have this? Why don't we just throw this to the wind, say? Maybe we just throw that caution to the wind and we see what happens. I don't need it anymore. This is the vacation for the Bastard's Beacon. That's very true, actually. Yeah, if we're looking at it honestly. This is my moment of respite before I return to the depths of hell. God, this stress resist on the Flagellant has just been going absolutely nuts, man. That's our running shoes. Our Blueprints running shoes. Yes, I'm making Blueprints references already. It's not my fault you're not in the trenches with us over there. It's all any of us can think about. You're the weird one. Not constantly drafting Blueprints rooms in your mind while you're trying to go to sleep.
Welcome back.
Crocscore! Thank you for the 39 months. Welcome back into the Baer Pile and the Baer Hugs Forum, please. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. We have, I think, 2 Bastards Beacons left to do. I want to say we have 2 Bastards Beacon and we have 2 Stygian. That went right down my shirt. All the way down there. Down to the shorts. Sheesh. Yeah, I think I'll probably take another stab at a Bastard's Beacon run this week. Hoarder could have some good trinkets. Yeah, let's do it.
We venture blindly forth, at the mercy of the road and its myriad dangers.
Can you even get into that if I didn't watch your earlier streams? No. I want to try to say yes, but the answer is no. It would be very hard. Maybe you could. Oh, shit. Hello. Heard me talking smack, huh? Okay. Okay. Let's get serious for a second.
Tribute. His soul demands suffering.
No, I don't know. Like, that is definitely the kind of game where if you try to watch a stream now, having not watched a single episode of Blueprints up to this point, you're gonna be left behind a little bit, but it's not impossible, I guess. I will still say, though, even if you haven't checked out any Blueprints at all, I want everyone to play that game. Even if you don't think you like puzzle games, just give it a try. And it's a steep asking price. I know $30 is kind of on the higher end for indies.
Steady yourself.
But for as much as my opinion is worth, I can promise you it is worth the price tag. Then, of course, there's always Steam refunds if it's not your thing.
Large.
Yeah, it's been absolutely blowing my mind. Continually blowing my mind. Like, it started out blowing my mind, and it hasn't stopped. It's insane. Oh, that's awesome, Light Cloud. Yeah, that sounds great. Playing it with the family on the weekends. Somebody in I don't know if it was the last time we played Blueprints, but I think somebody said that their mom was working on it. They had their mom playing Blueprints, and if it's a mom game, man, that's a pretty strong endorsement. That's a big vouch right there. It's not my jam, but my wife has turned your series into her second monitor content after we watched the first episode. It's excellent second monitor content, yeah, without a doubt. Full support of that. Also, thank you. Anyway. I wanted to pretend this Warlord was scary, but I'm pretty sure we're going to cook this dude pretty easy, too. Still not even ordained, so... Yeah, we're pretty used to this kind of punishment by this point. Nothing crazy going on here. Always gotta leave the poor third monitor out of the action. We're all two monitor, right? It's not just me anymore. I feel like that's kind of standard fare these days. Give me a show of hands if you're a single monitor Andy out there right now. Don't be ashamed. I'm just trying to gauge things here.
Obstacle in our path.
I'm on 4 screens. God damn, dude. Oh, I guess laptop. Yeah, that makes sense. 3 screens, yeah. It's a wild variety reporting in here, which is very interesting. I got 3 screens, 2 screens, single screen, laptop, 4 screens, 2 monitors and a phone. Up on the LED TV. Fuck yeah. TV Baer.
There is comfort in company. Welcome back.
Baer hugs for pyrotoxins. Thank you for the prime.
At least has been tended to.
Hyped up with it for the 8 months. Thank you very much. Welcome back in. Appreciate you. 80 inches in the living room. Fuck yeah, dude. You're seeing this right here in full HD, huh? Yeah? Yeah, buddy. All right. Which, I'll remind you, has been there just like Sam Reich the whole time. Took me upgrading our webcam quality to finally give it its time in the spotlight. This ought to be a nice buff. Your head was nearly 3 feet tall just then. That's just my head. I just got a big head. Still got the burn going, no sweat. Show us glorious Tommy in 4K on the 80-inch television. There we go. That's what you need, right? Try explaining this one to the neighbors walking by. What the hell is he watching in there, man? What is this? Can't even begin to understand what I'm seeing right now. We all love Tommy.
Cooperation is the key.
I really did. I had every intention this morning of actually resetting the Tommy cam. I want points for that, I guess. Despite not actually doing anything to earn them. What else is new?
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Put Tommy in the hydraulic press. He'd shatter it. No doubt in my mind. We have acquired 3 of 20 wooden tokens. Currency carved by hateful hands. Okay. Oh, hold on here. Okay, so we got this from the Warlord. I think it wants me to take on mini-bosses. We gotta be finding Warlord, Collector, the other one. I can't remember the other one. What's the other one? Shambler probably works too. Exemplar, I think I'm thinking of, is probably... Oh, Death as well, right, yeah. Which we could run into here. Have we run into Death on this campaign? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, because we had Death set. Right, yeah. So, if we can find Death again, I guess. Unless Death has died. But Death can never die. Ooh, buddy. Got a couple of stained options here. Interesting. Oh, and look at this. 1 of 3 pieces of an ancient weapon rumored to have the power to dispel infernal protections. Ooh, are we collecting the pieces of Exodia here? Interesting. We also have the bundle of herbs available to purchase now, and the Mandrake root, which targets or stuns target, but also stuns self. Interesting. Okay. Pile of ash for the runaway as well. Of course, we got the Assay gear here, which is maybe worth
Welcome back.
Looking into Merchant's Guild seal as well, actually. Death of Spam. Thank you for the 50 months. He's giving us some more bear hugs. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Thanks for keeping the support up. Let's do this here. Let's put this on you. Get rid of this guy. Oh, yeah, right. We're selling him here now. I forgot. Cool. Yeah, let's sell all our stuff we're not going to use. Sell the clock. Oh, dude, that sound is satisfying. I really like that. Let's see. Man, yeah, I got to remember this is a thing, dude. I don't think I'm going to use calibrating sensors, so we can get rid of that. I don't think I'm going to use Death's Head either, honestly. We can probably get rid of that, too. And then Essay Gear, Merchant's Guild Seal. Pretty big pickups. Big pig pickups. And this feels important. I'm going to go ahead and buy this. I feel like we're supposed to collect all these pieces while also collecting this currency. So, there we go. Alright, quick camp. And we'll meet up with B team. Which I guess, come to think of it, we'll be defending the siege with the A team here, which works for me. It might not even swap anybody out, but we'll see. We'll see how things look there. It's a dagger made from a much bigger dagger, right? Yeah. At what point does it become a sword?
Uncivilized.
What's the size limit on a dagger?
A new dawn. A new disaster.
A kingdom indomitable. Regent Latimer gave a rousing speech today on the scorched steps of the old university. He urged collective strength and renewed determination, reminding those present of the myriad threats that seek the complete undoing of our most gentle and noble society. Ariel! 77 months, thank you, Ariel, for the long-term support as well. Appreciate all the resubs this morning, y'all. Right, off we go.
Mud and rain. Resignation and death.
Okay.
This land is truly barren.
Yeah, that did cost us one of our tokens there. I did expect that. That's fine. Alright, we're just going to toss these onto you, buddy. And, right, yeah, we have the assault stratagem here, too. I got to remember that. Should also probably just go ahead and use these. And got to wait till we can equip those guys. I think we're good. Double checking the relationships real quick here. They all have positive relationships besides these two. Let's see if we can make that happen here. We've got a bunch of whiskey flasks. Let's just max them out and see what's coming of it. What is a dagger size down to a shiv? There's some kind of like chart breakdown of this somewhere on the internet, right? There's legitimately a huge debate. The line between dagger, short sword, long sword, great sword gets very blurred. That's hilarious, yeah. That's not even all that surprising to find that out. It's mostly vibes, yeah. That probably is correct. You just look at it and you just kind of know, right? There we go, dude.
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
Full positive relationships on a Kingdoms campaign is kind of wild, man. We're doing pretty good here. Wouldn't it be based on the size of the wielder? Yeah.
War. Reward.
Short sword doesn't look so short in the hands of a halfling, right? That's a valid point. I feel pretty damn good about a general fight here, man. I'm not gonna lie. Although I guess the Hoarder could also have another one of the pieces we're looking for, but I want to see if this has a chance to generate those wooden coins as well, because I feel like a lair boss, if anything, should do it. It's not the size of the blade, it's how you use it. It's not the size of the blade, it's the size of the wielder of the blade. That's all that really matters. Yep. Woo, buddy.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Damn near the one shot to start him off. That is wild. Oh boy, I'm glad we have the leeches still, I guess. 2 down. There's knives out there that go up to 14 inches of blade length. That's not a knife anymore. Talking damn near scimitar territory at that point in my mind, dude. What are we even talking about? Alright, yeah, he's not getting the crit off. She's dead to the burn, dead to the blight. Bolster away, buddy. Some of our daggers are showers, not growers. Not only was I not surprised to learn that this is an existing debate, I would be surprised to find out that somebody hasn't done like a comedy sketch centered around this exact premise. Google, like, short sword versus long sword, and you'll probably get a few fledgling sketch comedy channels on YouTube. See ya. You can't go by historical or regional terms either. They mostly just called a sword and a big sword a big sword. Whatever was used at the time was a sword. They never thought it would be an issue, to be fair. I don't know if they ever foresaw a future in which internet nerds had all the time in the world for this debate. AKA what's currently happening. Okay, let's see. We want to make sure that we've got as many that can target the back line as possible, so we'll go ahead and use these guys. Cool. This is a sword. Yeah, there you go.
Within every keep, a general and his loyal lumbering guard.
Bloodborne was revolutionary in that it introduced growers in a shower-dominated genre. I remember reading that on the top review on Metacritic. It's really about representation more than anything.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
Then we got the polearm situation. Is it an axe or a spear? I feel like we can get into this with just about any weapon at this point. What the hell is the man-at-arms holding? I mean, normally that'd be pretty easy to go to as a mace, but this particular version of it, man, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Beauty in our imperfections.
Mace is an easy answer. This is its own thing. It was like I mentioned the last time we were looking at it. It's like it just kind of looks like he stuck a mace into like an active furnace and just started picking up like molten scraps and attaching them on random points. Oh, Morning Star. There you go. Yeah, that's its own classification for sure. Oh yeah, that's what that is. You're right. Although apparently a morning. Okay, here's another point of clarity. Does a Morning Star have to be a ball attached to a chain on the end of a stick? Or can it just be a ball on the end of a stick? Because we're getting conflicting reports based on Google Images here. Look at this. Look at this. We got ball on end of a stick. We got ball on a chain. Oh, that's a flail, isn't it? Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's. Well, why does this say it's a Morning Star then? Why is this dude wielding it like this is a flail, buddy? This is a flail. What's your name? I don't know what your name is. Game Fragger? For shame. Get it straight, pal. Out here lying to folks. Alright, well, I'm glad we cleared that up at least. Glad that's all sorted. Big bonk coming my way now. Let's bolster that.
Welcome back.
Karen dear. Yet another resub this morning. A long-term one at that. Big-time resubs today. Thank you guys so much. 80 months from Karen dear. A couple years out from the 100-month club, and I'm looking forward to getting you on there eventually. What if I create a cursed nunchuck of Morningstar attached to a stick and chain? There we go. I like where your head's at here. We just need to start inventing new weapons. I mean, check it out, though. Put this like attach a chain to here, right?
All heroes are human.
And then you put a stick on the end of that chain, so you wield this where you're just like flailing around a morning star. Is that a florning star? Is that what I've made?
Straightforward and effective.
A mlail? No, I like florning star better. That's much stronger. You'll shoot your eye out. That's true for sure. Morning star star. Morning star star. It's like the Sunday puzzle theme. Where my MYT heads at? They got that one. They got that one straight away. Yeah, that's another direction I was going to go with it. That we have quite a few names for what are very similar weapons too, don't we? Which would make you think that the designation is clear. Why is it even called a morning star? He's using it at night. +2, strong point, yeah. I'm making a lot of sense out here. You want something crazy? Look up the 3-section staff. Okay. 3-section staff can... Oh, this thing can strike, flail, block, choke, trap, disarm, and whip, y'all. I also love that the Google result for this pops up shopping ahead of images, because apparently this is a common enough purchase for Google to think I just wanted to buy one straight away. That's wild. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? How do you even use that? Sorry, I know my my Google capture window here isn't exactly ideal, but that's a goofy looking weapon, dude. You hold that in the middle? You just start like going like this with it? Don't you want to buy it? I mean, I kind of do want to buy it now that I've said that, yeah. Maybe Google knows me better than I know myself. It's Kylo Ren's lightsaber, yeah, which...
A renewal. Welcome back.
I remember people referring to that as strategically brilliant back in the day. Cooking with gas. Prime for 5 months. Welcome back in. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate it. You switch between the different sections for whatever you're trying to do with it. Middle if you're trying to block the ends, if you're trying to strike. One stick if you're trying to have better range. Oh, damn, dude. Okay. This thing's versatile. That's the highest possible skill ceiling of weapon selection, right? That's if you're playing chivalry. You see the dude wielding the 3-section staff. He's either completely helpless or the best player in the server by a mile. I want to do polls on preferred old weapons. To hell yeah, dude. I love that. That's as good a content as any, man. Why not? Fuck it. Using that thing as a normal person most likely results in you repeatedly whacking yourself like no tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm having a hard enough time with fucking devil sticks, dude. I don't need a 3-section staff to remind me of my ineptitude. Baer, can you look up Kusarigama? Yeah, we're on that route. Why not? Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, this is a wacky one too, dude. I've seen this weapon before, though. Hold on, let me pretend I'm playing this game a little bit more real quick.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Yeah, this one's kind of wild. This is some Dark Souls shit for sure. Straight out of Dark Souls, man. Which, same thing, is like... The only way to get good with this weapon is to smash your own face in with the spike ball on the end of the chain a couple times in order to learn how to not do that while you wield it. That's an uphill battle, dude. Yeah, go for it. Lose a few teeth training with that one, yeah, without a doubt. The Kanabo is the hot dog to the Morning Star's meatball.
masterstroke.
Can we all just get a quick round of applause to Plump Pug for absolutely saying that sentence for the first time in human history? There's no way... I refuse to believe that anyone has either spoken or written that sentence exactly as you just did. That's a world first. Congratulations. That's a big moment. Looking good going into general here, man.
But a welcome one nonetheless.
Looking strong. Okay.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest.
We do
of
indeed
threats.
get 3 wooden tokens out of this, and the reverberating redoubt, dude. Okay. Now we're talking.
Locked in a nightmare slumber, he is tortured by failures both real and imagined.
I gave my brother a wooden Kasarigama to learn because he likes that kind of thing. He has some bruises and a chain burn for a little. Okay, so you're an older brother, right? This is your younger brother that you gave this to, because that's very sweet that you would give him that, but that's also a very much an older brother gift. Is here, beat the shit out of yourself with this for a while. For my amusement. Yeah, I knew it. That ain't no younger to older brother gift. That's the other direction, no doubt. Hey, Pawn. Pawn, what's your favorite medieval weapon? Welcome to the discourse today. Okay, let's see here. Do actually have to start paying attention again. Let's go ahead and hit him with that to begin with. And we're going to stack up her full strength judgment. Get the retribution going up front too. Fan of a nice halberd, that's fair, that's fair. Hellion Pill. My brother somehow found a blow dart gun. I found this out when a blow dart stuck into the wall next to my face. Wait, how do you... Oh, I thought you said he found. Brother somehow bought a blow dart gun. Okay, that's still kind of crazy, but... a little more... understandable, at least. The initial reading of found, I had a lot of questions for. I don't think I've ever seen you fall to the general. I don't know if we've ever lost to the general on a Kingdoms campaign.
Measured and steady.
I've definitely had a couple of unfortunate run-ins with this guy on Confessions runs. Although, typically he is ordained in those experiences, so... yeah, the unordained version's definitely a lot easier to deal with. Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely, Banana. Combat items make a big difference in this, too. If you've got, like, 3 or 4 things that can target a taproot, you're pretty much good to go. Not to mention things like Acid Rain make this a lot more manageable as well. So, yeah, the Dazzlers are doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Having the runaway for this fight is also exceptional. She's just able to pile up so much burn, and maybe with the occasional smoke screen, you can get some additional, debuffs and control going on him, but burn alone, man. Very, very effective. All right, which do you take into battle is an excellent name for the pole. Pole axe on the pole as well. Flail, Morningstar, pole axe, spear, or quarterstaff. I want to look at this as though I have to actually fight for my life. I have been time traveled to the Dark Ages. And I must fight for my life. Choose your weapon. And the fact that I have to Google poleaxe definitely doesn't make me feel very good about it, because I think I know what that is, but I want to make sure. Right, yeah, okay. The axe with a pole on the end of it. Yeah, that checks out. Clever. I think I'm picking spear, but I think it's out of cowardice. Like, I think I'm picking the thing where I can just stand there like this and be like, go away or I'll poke you. Don't get near me. Let's see. Yeah, let's play it safe. No love for a bow and arrow? It does clearly say melee. So if you're trying to take the bow and arrow into the melee combat, I think you've already lost. We'll probably get to the ranged warfare at some point here. You're piling up that DOT real quick, huh? Not the DOT, the stress. I better do that again, yeah. Yeah, he's really taking up the mantle here. I appreciate it. Jack's got the pull game on lock. I feel like a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to use a bow. Have y'all ever tried to pull back a bowstring? That shit is hard. You gotta have some forearm strength for them bad boys. If you've never done it, you should try it. It's a lot tougher than you think it's gonna be.
Collaboration confers advantage.
I am not paying enough attention here, by the way. To be fair, I was like a child the last time I tried to do that, so maybe that was... maybe my experience was a little tainted, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Pulling it back is one thing, not skinning your forearm is another. I believe you.
This is no time to falter.
I saw a YouTube short on the Roman quick draw. Top comment was switching to your Gladius is faster than reloading your Pilum. Yeah, that sounds about right. What the hell's a Pilum, dude? I'm doing so much Googling today. Well, that's a goofy looking one, too. What the hell? Man, were people just trying to patent any kind of pointy thing on a stick back in the day? No, this isn't a spear, I swear. It's a new thing. It's brand new. It's the Roman throwing javelin. That's wild. I better just kill this guy, by the way. I think we're beyond the point of caring about the taproots now. Baer optimal. On today's episode of Baer Googles Random Nouns, yeah. I'm not even playing the crossword today, dude. It's just my default state. There you go. I keep forgetting she's got that.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Big loot, let's go. Readout always nice. I don't know if I've got anybody that's on the speed threshold for that at the moment. Don't think we do. Oh, the Vestal does. That's weird. Sure. I guess. Yeah, that's not terrible. Okay. And I really would love to be able to try to hold on to this stuff until we reach another hoarder. Given we can be selling these for relics and baubles now. Don't think we're going to be able to fully do that, though. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. And I think we'll get rid of the restorative herbs. Yeah, that seems the least useful. Okay. Got one person that trusts themselves with a flail. Yeah, I respect it. Shout out to the flail wielder. Poleaxe takes it with spear following very closely behind. Yeah, that seems about right. Who likes their odds? No knowledge of who your opponent is. Let's even just assume you're on like an even playing field. Do you think you're coming out ahead / alive in ancient gladiatorial melee combat? Because my ass is dead as hell. I tell you that much. I'm going down. I like to think I can, but I think I'm getting my spear knocked out of my hands and getting my face slashed in half. Against gladiators, no. Against chat, maybe. It's another member of the Baer pile, yeah. Fighting to the death. This is a new event we're doing. I'm just trying to... I'm doing a what do they call that? A soft launch? for Baer pile deathmatch. I'm 6'3". I got reach, and that's it. That was a pretty strong advantage, Carl. I don't know. You might be okay. I struggled 15 minutes on a stationary bike. Okay, there we go. That's the honesty I was looking for. Thank you. Alright, let's grab the other piece of the ancient weapon here, I guess. Which, one of 3, so... Here we got this thing assembled, I guess. Sick. And probably save the rest of the relics, so yeah, let's do that. That's tall as hell back then, too, dude. Would have been a giant.
Simple choice. At least it should be.
Mm-hmm. I got nothing but awkward eye contact and apologies come at me. We got the right attitude, at least. It's the summer season show to hold us off until SideQuest Season 3, 100%. I'm 5'4" with the attitude of a person who is much taller. That's, you got Chubbs syndrome. Our old dog Chubbs, was a little wiener dog who absolutely thought that he was the size of our current dog, Poe, who is a big old Australian Shepherd. He would have been... We were just talking about this morning, actually, Elise and I. We were laughing about the fact that if Chubbs and Poe went to a dog park, Chubbs would absolutely think he was the same size as Poe. He's going around like, I'm big dog, too. We're all big dogs. Oh, bladed this time. Okay, here we go. Dagger, short sword, long sword, katana, and rapier. Again, all just the same thing. If we're being honest. Controversy! I'm going katana because I think it's going to be the easiest to wield, but I await correction on that matter.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
The katanas, as far as I'm aware, are pretty lightweight. The swords can get heavy as hell too, man. You want something that you're actually going to be able to move around a little bit. You're going to be true to your weeb heart and bring the katana. Yeah, I love that. Whoa, hello. Thank you, Ghastly Gruel. When the hell did that happen? Sheesh. Who are the people who trust themselves with a rapier? Right, yeah, you can't, like... Everything else, you just, like, wildly hacking and slashing, you probably do some damage. The rapier's only good if you, like, know what you're doing, right? Takes some proficiency, takes some finesse. I'm going dagger. If y'all can Aragorn it out of the air like Vigo, then that's fair play. Yep. You just gotta respect it at that point. Stick him with the pointy end. We ain't fencing out here, y'all. This is sheer brutality. Fighting for your life. Or, you know, like to impress an emperor or something, whatever the hell they did.
There is comfort in company.
In 1v1 combat, the quality of the steel is not particularly important. You're not going to break the opponent's sword before one of you gets stabbed.
Lenity.
Well, I feel it should be like jousting.
Small acts that drive back the darkness.
And as a matter of clarification, the only things I know about jousting are that which I have learned from the classic Heath Ledger film A Knight's Tale.
Time to falter.
But based on that,
once again, teetering on that terrible.
They gave you points for that. You get points for breaking their whatever you call the jousting thing. You'd think I know the name of that just based on what I just said. It's not called a spear, right? What do they call the jousting weapon? Javelin? No, it's lance. That's it, right? Yeah. Yeah, you shatter the lance. That's like worth 2 or 3 points or something, isn't it? I think if you destroy your opponent's weapon, you have won. That seems fair to me, dude.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
And you get sick training montage with David Bowie music. Right, yeah, no, that's the other element. You got spares? I guess that's when you take out the dagger, huh? Guess that's when the backup triggers. You got points for breaking your own lance. It showed that you scored a solid hit.
Relief comes rarely in these times.
So if you break your blade over your opponent's skull, again, I'd get points for that if I was running the show. You put a couple on the board, no doubt. Or if you break their weapon by it hitting you in the head, you still win even though you're now unconscious. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with it. That seems reasonable to me.
The flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Longsword is pulling away with it. That's not too surprising.
A renewal. Welcome back.
Is that anonymous? 40 months. Give him some bear hugs, please. Welcome back in. Unfortunately, my wit is far sharper. No, I can't even. I said shard. Yeah, I'm done. Can't be taken seriously anymore. It's over for me. Rip. My whip is shart. Yeah, that's definitely the words I said out loud. Yeah, I guess we don't really need that, do we? Yeah, that's fine. I'll get rid of the other one, too. Reminded to sharpen my kitchen knives today. Don't forget to shard them, either. That's important. Yeah, this is a long region. Alright, here we go. Guess we got another chance for the wooden coins here. Yeah, later on, no worries. Ooh, another Virago!
Can make the critical difference.
With the rain pouring down and the new bangers banging. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. Oh, I love Hearthlight here. That's another... Man, we're really breaking new ground today. I think that also might be the first time any human has ever said that sentence. Or really just mentioned Hearthlight in a positive tone. Think people are sleeping on the short sword? It was standard in the Roman army and they had half of the old world. I mean, you can give the Roman army those weapons that I mentioned. The Morning Star on the end of a flail. You could equip them all with that. They'd probably do pretty well still. Roman army was just operating off rumors at one point. Give him some M1 Garants. Yeah, there you go.
Steady.
Ah, damn, dude. Wonder if I can miss that. I doubt it. Well, the region's not even enough. Nice. One down. How are we doing here? That'll work. That'll work. More taunt. This team is nasty. They are killing it. Even the defense up there too, sure. Yeah, let me turn this back down. Man, I had honestly kind of forgotten that we were going to be getting new music for this update. And it's making me very excited about the oncoming new music from what we all believe to be the third Crimson Court module. That's going to be good stuff too, man. Man, these blind tokens working out real well here too. Nice. Another very clean fight here. Just add a burn crit on top of it. Hell yeah. All right. Finally time for the range folks to make their case. Longbow, recurve bow. Now, hold on a second. I don't think I fully understand what the heck this is either. Like, surface level, you'd think I'd probably understand. Google thinks I want to buy a bunch of weapons, dude. It keeps popping up the shopping results. Okay, yeah, it's just kind of a style of bow, I guess, right, with the bend in it. Yeah, got it, got it. Is it wrong? I mean, it usually knows more than I do about myself, so... maybe I'm going all the way down the rabbit hole today.
An unavoidable end.
Yeah, maybe ending up on a couple of lists after today, too. Google history might want to get a clean sweep after today.
This ramshackle inn is a welcome sight, nevertheless.
News from the front. The Outriders Union representative Forerunner Horak has posted today's scouting report at all inns throughout the kingdom. Travelers can avail themselves of this intelligence free of charge.
Our position is under threat.
Oh boy. Okay. That seems kind of concerning. Do we have veteran defenders over here? We do. Okay. All right, we can do underground travel. Yeah, that would work. We should do underground travel to the Wave Sacrifice. That'd be really good. Then we can just knock out those 2 sieges on our own.
Once more into the
Nice. Back to the Catacombs with our slime-covered coach.
moving alone in hostile territory. Let us hope for their safe arrival.
Last poll is going to be the winner of the last weapons poll to choose the best weapon. That sounds smart. I like that. Okay. Let's see if we want to swap anybody out here. Also, I guess I need to make some space.
Planning and mindfulness. As vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Which inn upgrade did we do here? Oh, we haven't done any, right, because I haven't been here yet. So, let's get our defenders.
Incursion. For tonight, at least.
And that means we're not going to be able to equip... Oh, wait, no, we can equip these, right? Yeah, okay. So let's get this on. Let's get this on.
Meet each challenge on its own terms.
And then I don't think I actually need these things anymore, but I might as well go ahead and throw them in the inn storage for now. Okay. General's Dream I probably don't need anymore either.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
Keep that here as well. And I think I'll go ahead and spend this to repair the coach. Now what do we do? Oh, here we go. Cursed Dagger Hilt. So we have all 3 of these now. So it just remains to be seen how we actually put them together. That's satisfying now. Rook's Skull. Does 4 damage. Remove negative and herb tokens. Deal additional damage per negative and herb token removed. That's cool. Huh, okay. No, I haven't tried that. That'd be cool if that just pieced them together like that, wouldn't it? Yeah, apparently not. Yeah, I'm not really sure what an herb token is. I assume it has something to do with one of the combat items we can get from the update here. Anyway, let's go ahead and roll this.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Tactical Thinker, very nice. Okay, okay. I don't think I want to swap anybody out here, honestly. I'm really liking this team. If anything, it would be Runaway due to the fatigue, but we have so many ways to remove fatigue steal. I don't think I even really need to worry about it. I'm also kind of enjoying just having like the dynamic of A, B, and C team here. But what we could do to better set them up for success.
Relief for those taxed by the hardships of our campaign.
Is give them whatever trinkets we have available that we're not using right now. We can also try to improve their relationships, I guess, although it's not really going to do much at the moment. And let's also... Yeah, let's go ahead. I have a one running, but let's just archive that and do a brand new one here. Let's do a pick me for these 4 party members. PICKME in the chat. If you'd like to be entered into the raffle, we'll draw 4 names and rename all 4 of these teammates. Trinkets here are not exceptional. I don't think I necessarily need to buy anything. Let's go ahead and give him the Blistering Bugle. And I guess Stone Mount makes sense. Yeah, we can do that. Spiked Skull Cap is good. I really wish Anchoring Charm was serrated. You would think it would be. I think the move resist is nice for him, though. Let's do the Wolf's Blood for you to make up for the stiff knees. And can't use any mastery points here, I guess.
Improve.
The trophies, or the trinkets alone are worth it, though. Oh, yeah, we got to give him the new skin here as well. Check out the infernal looks for all these guys. That's pretty sick for the leper. I know they're all fairly samey, but some look better than others, and that one's looking pretty dope. Leon, welcome into the team. Hope you're a leper for the day. Young Kulza. Nice. Plump Pug. Welcome to the squad. Our Abomination for the run. There we go. Dad. There we go. Give me that Infernal Highwayman. That's pretty dope, too. I like that. I like the maroon bandana, especially. And finally, for the Grave Robber. Oh, she got the white hair? Oh, that's sick. I like that. Shirairo. Oh, whoops. Welcome to the team. There we go. Has Baer unlocked the gym yet so we can watch Hellion do bench presses? I'm sure there's a mod for that. That was probably priority number 1 for the mod team. Okay. So they're a little bit better off now. That's good. Not to mention we got the names for them, which is fun. Leper looks like he's got super leprosy.
Rested, energized. A new ally for the Outriders.
Yeah, paying attention to the face is not doing him a ton of favors. You're not wrong. Right, okay.
Expertise.
That's the other team here.
This one will serve.
I think we're still looking pretty good. I want to go ahead and use one of these on her, I think. Let's do both. And then we'll equip the Invigorating Intoxicants on somebody, or re-equip anyway. And that should do us a lot of favors for the fatigue moving forward here, too. Also, leeches, which we don't even need because apparently I removed the dysentery already. Sweet. That's cool. Okay. Got a lot more inventory space here as well now. We can also feed these guys. Oh, there's very little food available usually. Okay, cool. Now we send this team up this way, which they're already doing, I believe.
And new opportunities.
Double checking. There we go. On our way to the Waif Sacrifice under the, or through the Catacombs. Let's do it, man. Ready to rock.
These ancient sepulchres ooze with the gelatinous night soil of 1,000 corpses.
Hey, Daniel. Just had the realization the sword and weapons talk activated me like a sleeper agent. We had quite a bit of engagement with that one, man. It turns out that's a topic a lot of people have opinions on. I love to see it. It got us going for a while, man. It do be time for oozing, though. Yeah, we'll see if we can be flying as high through the catacombs here. This has been a humbling experience coming through here the majority of the time.
A monument to a once prestigious
Oh, what does this do? Shadowborn has a unique interaction with the cellar. It gets a buff. What do you got going on? This is, does it say from... From Songbook Slime Mold, maybe they'll show up in the combat. I do like that now that you hover over this, it will show you the source of these things. That's pretty awesome. Oh, do we have the, Oh my god. Part 2 of the ranged pull. Arquebus's single bullet. How many weapons do I have to Google today? A type of long matchlock firearm that emerged in Europe and the Ottoman Empire during the... Oh, it's the big-ass rifle-looking thing. That's the big, long rifle. A handgun with a hook-like projection. That's wild. Okay. Ooh! Got an ectoplasmic effigy this time. Interesting. Okay, okay. I feel like I don't want you to be alive. I'm gonna do my best to prevent that from being the case. And hey, that'll work. Oh, I gotta remember we gotta be clearing corpses now, though. I guess that guy popping does deal some stress damage as well. Let me see if I can take this guy out before he causes too many issues. Yeah, it's just gonna bring that back. And we got the goops right away. At least it's not that weird podium thing anymore. That's not a problem. Double goops, though. Triple goops, actually. My god. Oh, here, let's just start removing fatigue right away. I'm just gonna use those all up. This seems like a very effective way to utilize that item, I think. Alright, all the dots.
A petty hindrance.
A pretty strong chance, I'd say, of not having to deal with the corpses all that much here. Let's see if we get lucky. I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring for Blunderbuss here. Purely on name alone. I don't know much about a blunderbuss apart from the fact that it's called a blunderbuss, and that's good enough for me, dude. Blunderbuss sounds like something you'd rent for like a bachelor party. What happens on the blunderbuss stays on the blunderbuss. Ooh, holy cow. Spitfire! 3 full years on the pile. Welcome back in. Thank you for the bear hugs. Appreciate the support. I'll take it, Misty. I love that for the infernal skins, when you select a move, the weapon shines blue. It does. I didn't even notice that. That's pretty cool.
A slow dissection.
Bonus effect. Hell yeah.
An unavoidable end.
Best part of a blunderbuss is you can load it with anything. Pirates putting glass and nails as projectiles. Jesus. That's brutal, dude.
Messy, but effective.
You got a +4 speed buff for the flagellant. Looks like that's for the rest of the region here. Oh, nice. Got ragged coin purse again. That's cool. In fact, I think I'll go ahead and throw that on now. There you go, buddy. Nice. Alright, that was a pretty clean slime fight. That's definitely what I'm most concerned about is the... Oh my god, that was an actual jump scare in the chat.
Through the shelves, laden with echoes of indistinct
That was
ideas.
upsetting. Yeah, we can fight a Shambler, sure. This should give us some of those wooden tokens too, right?
We tread beyond the realms of reason.
That's my understanding, anyway. Coin purse is it's 1 damage or has a 5% chance to deal 24 damage, but it spends relics every time you use it, so bit of a trade-off. Ooh, I just immobilized him up front. That's actually pretty sick. And let's get the blight going too. Yeah, I like that. This is a very good start, though. I'm sure he's not able to... Or not. What? I didn't know that's how that worked. Ah, man. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Now let's go ahead and play it safe with the regen. Let's also keep removing fatigue here. Get us into tip-top shape. I was gonna say, yeah, hopefully we can get the Let's use the combo there, actually. Yeah, I think the taunt up front from him is going to be a lot more effective. And the combo burn should be big. Oh, yeah, that's going to do it.
Strength dwindles.
Shambler's immune to the laws of physics. I kind of believe that. Yeah, makes sense to me. I never noticed how veiny the Shambler's forearm is. I wish I wasn't aware of it now. It's the Family Guy scene where Quagmire walks out of his house after having discovered online porn. I'm sorry. I made a Family Guy reference and I laughed at it.
Collaboration confers advantage.
What's become of me, dude? Giggity indeed. Giggity indeed.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Oh, we got the best of bracket coming up here, Jax? Okay, hell yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair, Sanusuke. I gotta understand there's things at stake when I say words like that. I can't go without a proper punishment. A sorcerer! Thanks for the prime, the 32 months. Just got back from doing science shenanigans, hell yeah. I shall crush the cosmic cur. That is excellent word choice, and there he goes. Executed like so many fledgling tentacles.
Darkness encroaches.
Oh, don't you fucking dare. There we go, we got the regen, we're good. Alright, you cower in fear for a little while. Just to make doubly sure ain't no nonsense going down. There we go. That's why we got Ghastly Gruel, that's why we got regen. That's why we got that to a certain extent, is get a little extra Death's Door resist going here. All good. Burning to death. We'll get a smoke screen up front. No problem. No worries at all, dude. Let's go ahead and endure this, too. Why not? Oh, man. That is just insane. Anytime that happens. That's feeling pretty great. Crush heal. Alright, alright.
Squandered.
Yeah, bye-bye. Stress heals galore too, man. We're feeling really good coming out of this one.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
Untouched, my god.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
A couple of fragments, a few wood tokens. We'll hang on to the hierarchy of sites for sure. That's definitely something we could throw on the B or C team at some point. Great outcome there, though, man.
A simple choice. At least it should be.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, we went over that, Pawn. I think we've all come to terms with it. There's a few folks that got some confidence. I'm not going to doubt them. I think there's maybe a couple of people that could hold their own in the pile. Okay, it's poleaxe, longsword. The bow is maintaining its dominance. I'm going to go ahead and throw another vote in for blunderbuss. Because y'all are bringing blades to a bullet fight at that point. Who's the crazy one there? Bagman. Yeah, whatever you want, Madman. Up to interpretation. I took a stage combat class, so I have some skills. That rules. Right, yeah, you have the kind of skills required to make it look like you know what you're doing. Which is half the battle a lot of the time, you know? You get that mental victory. Intimidation is key. Let's keep using these here. You're still kind of vulnerable, aren't you? Yeah.
We can rely only upon each other.
The slimes have been very kind so far, I gotta say that. For as big a bastards as they can be, they've elected to take it a little easier on us so far in this trip to the Catacombs. Oh, dude, Footman's Grog went crazy there. Holy shit. Flipped 3 vulnerables to blocks in one instant. Love to see it. Okay, yeah. Here we're gonna wanna... killing the corpse isn't gonna do anything at this point, I guess. Oh yeah, he is fully slimed up, isn't he? Everybody's fully slimed up here, yikes. Yeah, speaking of ways they could screw me over. That's one of them. Let's see if I can take out Bagman real fast here. Almost. I think it's probably worth it to go for this.
Bravo!
Yeah, I'll take him out, and then... I don't think I really need to heal you. Oh, yeah, he can be healed, but it literally does nothing. That's insane. Fully slimed up on a Monday morning. I don't know they let you do that on Twitch anymore. Whole new world out here. Yeah, I am being very quickly reminded of how bad things actually can go. This has been a very kind series of slime fights.
Messy,
That'll do.
but effective.
I mean, it's gonna be messy, Wayne. Have you seen these things?
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
It's like trying to clean butter off a dish. Like, you think you're getting it off, but you just keep spreading it all over the thing. Before COVID, I spent 10 years in my local Ren fair. First just fighting, then choreographing fights. Made a lot of friends and had a lot of good memories. That's awesome. That rules. Ren fair sounds like it'd be a lot of fun, man. I don't think I'd ever actually do it, but I love it in concept. Baer, you just need to use hot water to clean off butter. Dude, did you tell me that thinking that I'm using cold water to do my dishes? Because you're right. It's been terrible. Oh, that's so much smarter.
The fiends.
Oh, I'll try that. There we go. Now we're cooking. Bye-bye. Let's see. Your turn. Got a full video. I have no idea where it is. Mind you, college was 16 years ago. Yeah, I've been having a couple of those moments. Anytime I remember how long I've been doing this, which is now going on just over 13 years. It's weird.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Okay, this is probably one of the situations I might actually run into trouble. We need to find a way to clear this corpse out of the picture so we're not having to deal with constant regeneration.
All the difference.
Just sadly do not really have a way to do that with this group. Let's use the last one here, I think, make sure they're all spread out nice and even. Just how we like it. I think we just need to do as much damage as we can, as frequently as we can. And just kind of pray at that point. Although it looks like... Well, Vestal's not going to have the damage, are they? Oh, boy. And Cyto doesn't reach there, at least, I don't think, so that should be fine. But it's just a matter of whether or not this guy is going to let us get away with another round of ignoring the corpse. Does appear to be doing that, at least, although for now, anyway.
Collaboration confers advantage.
It feels like I shouldn't even bother trying to kill this thing here, given that if he does a move that respawns him, it's just going to bring both back. Maybe we just try to get a little bit more damage in on the center guy. Okay, again, they're being very kind so far. I appreciate that. Nice big blight there, okay. Powered damage. Big boy down. Take you out. Well, no, let's do this, and then maybe the burn plus slime plus damage is enough.
The enemy weakens.
Oh, it's so close. Ah, you bastard. Okay, okay, that's fine. Though we still got the blind on the DOT. Actually, still doing pretty good here. And keep it up. Miss it. Yeah, that works. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. And he can even be healed a little bit. Hooray! Yeah, pretty clean again there. Or at least making me consider what's happening. So, commendable. On the other side of things, at least. It's not an absolute given. We're just stomping through this. Damn close to it, though. Another mastery point. And a cracked geode. Oh, right. Yeah, this one's hilarious. You crack this open on an enemy's skull and you get loot out of it. Hell yeah. Takes me back to your DD1 slime encounter. Yeah, pretty much any trip through the catacombs these days is just guaranteed PTSD for me. Never gonna forget that day.
A single hero can make the critical difference.
You daring me, Wayne? That sounds like Wayne daring me to try to go for a thrilling tablet run. You think I won't? Alright, let's go ahead and use these here. That seems wise. Let's also try to get below the threshold on this guy. Oh, let's clear a dodge, too. Nice. That'll do it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do this, too. We got the crit! Let's go! Have any hero use a cracked geode in combat was the achievement there. But it looks like we generated a trinket from the geode, which is cool. Alright, we've got our final poll. Choose your unit to fight in. Ooh, this is fun. Okay, okay. You got the pike infantry, the sword, mace, and axe infantry, the archers, the cavalry, or stay with the wagons. That's an option? Yeah! That's mine. The whole time we could have just hung out, guys. Didn't even have to fight. That's apparently the first time I smashed a rock on someone's head. Yeah, you would have think even before the geode we would have tried that, but apparently not. A lot of folks choosing the cavalry, which makes a lot of sense to me.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
There's at least like 1 degree of separation removed from direct combat. I would feel an immense level of guilt if I got a horse killed, though. To hell with me. I don't give a damn if I die. I got that horse killed, dude. I would never live that down. These dodges, these blinds are doing some heavy lifting out here.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
The wagons are the thing that's most likely to get firebombed, though. Oh, shit, it's a trap? The illusion of safety. It was actually a war crime to try and kill the horse. You know, at least there is some good in the world, right? At least we can all come to an understanding on certain things. Although the idea of a war crime is kind of just funny to me. There's no rules in war, man. Sure, there's retroactive punishment. Nobody's calling a goddamn timeout because their horse died, you know? Hang on, wait, cheating, wait! Not fair! Pause. Pause the battle, guys. Someone did a war crime. Oh, damn. That's not a nice find. Oh, right. That's out of the geode. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's go.
A hot meal and a sound sleep.
Oh, here we go.
Tonic for the weary soul.
Looks like we just had to make it to the next inn with this. Witchbane. Created and cursed by the witches themselves, untouchable while the stain of black magic clings to its edge. Interesting. Baer, if you could pick any animal to ride into battle, what would it be? Tapir. No doubt in my mind.
Hardships be damned. The day is upon us.
Ghost Town. A fresh start, thanks to what is being hailed as an unprecedented level of cooperation between the Regency, Conveyance Guild, and Outriders Union. The region was successfully evacuated early this morning. Refugees were welcomed to the relative safety of adjacent cantrips, and while such displacement is never without issue, the new arrivals were by all accounts in good spirits. I made a reference to that in one of my songs a while ago. There's written record, or at least there's like some kind of claims that have been made in the past that Mormons would ride into battle on a tapir. Which, if you don't know what a tapir is, it looks like this. Hold on. That's a tapir. So, yeah. Imagine a fully decked out Mormon riding up on you into battle on the back of this bad boy, huh? Which I think these things are like the size of a large dog. So it's just fucking bizarre, man. It's just a very weird Mormon thing, and there's plenty of those. Anyway, off to the rich patrician here.
The shrouded coast, isolated and drowning in amphibious degeneracy.
You working on any new music? I am, yeah. I'm actually sitting on a couple of finished new songs right now. I'm debating between putting together a whole new album or maybe just like putting out an EP at some point soon. Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's pretty good stuff. So we got the B team ready to go. Ignoring that, ignoring that. I don't think we need to do much here, honestly.
Planning and mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Gagged boiled head. This miserable thing is overdue its demise. Purify it with cool, clean water. Oh, we gotta bring this to an oasis. Interesting. Okay. We also need to be able to equip a pet again. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this guy.
Victory cannot be achieved without investment and infrastructure.
Got the veteran defenses here. I think I'm going to go ahead and get us at least the ability to... Well, no, it's not really going to do us a lot of good right now, is it? So let's not worry about that.
The plating is patched. The coach stands ready once more.
Well, be sure to get in on the brand new Pick Me here if you're looking for your chance to be a gagged boiled head. Oh boy, have I? That's the only thing I've wanted, Baer. That's what I've been waiting for. Do I have the lower than 2 speed? I do. That's pretty good. Can roll with that. I think I can probably get rid of Gnarly Knuckles at this point. This is good for in storage, though. I'm sure somebody else could use that. Same with this guy. Same with this guy. Cool. Okay. Yeah, in storage has been dope, dude. I really like that new feature. Check the provisioner here.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
Get him some food. Relationships are still looking pretty good, right? Yeah. Need a lot of work there. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How'd they have so much HP before? What was making him so tanky? I could have sworn she had like 60 hit points before now. It was some kind of weird in effect. Okay, anywho. Looking good. Still don't need to necessarily use all this stuff yet. Let's do it, man. Off to the Shroud. Hit it. Really hoping we can use these mastery points for stat upgrades soon. Guess we better get some in materials if we're gonna do that. Congratulations, Vilna!
Propriety floats listless on the tide. Brined in noxious degradation.
I'm becoming our new gagged, boiled head. I can't, Oh, crap, wait. I think I'm about to dump you. I didn't even name it. Okay, you'll be whatever the next thing is that we name. You are the gagged, boiled head. Don't get me wrong. Just can't currently place you in that role. It is gonna disappear in just a second, though, crap. Oh, well. I got you. I got you for the next one. I better not just let him get murdered here. Probably not in my best interest.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
All right. The Dot's already cooking them back there. No longer has the Gnarly Knuckles bonus damage. So keep that in mind. Hoping the Clenching Claws is at least going to do something extra for him here. Might as well taunt again, sure. And get the regen out there. Nice. Hey, Matt. No problem, dude. Fights like this are light work for this team at this point. I wonder if that out of 20 for the currency actually might just be like a limit on the amount of them we can have, because I'm starting to think it's not actually the amount that we need to get. I think we just needed to get those 3 dagger parts. And then, yeah, I think that's progressing the main quest line. I think there might just be a cap on those, so don't need to make that a big priority anymore, I guess. Although I would certainly still like to get more of them. I'll work with those fancy new Cove items, man. I haven't really even been trying to utilize those all that much. We got quite a few new combat items and I think a couple new trinkets in the mix there too. Which I really like that they're continuing to add more combat items like that, especially if they're going to keep being as good as they have been. Although I do worry that that might end up, like, making the other items moot if we just get... Well, actually, honestly, right now, if we get, like, the full set of Cove combat items, it kind of has that effect. Nice find on the Invigorating Intoxicant, by the way. Like, I can't remember exactly what they do, but I know that I think there's at least 4 of those new Cove combat items that have reusable effects that, for the most part, are pretty good. At last, an end to its incessant barking. I'm really enjoying this visual already of us dunking this head in the spring water. We get the Witch Slayer quirk. Oh, hey, now you're a purified skull, Vilna. Congrats. Dust from a skull cleansed by sacred waters. That feels a little bit better, right? Nice and purified now. Alright, now we got a bunch more in materials to acquire. That's awesome. Another siege to defend will be right as rain. And Nexus.
Echoes of humanity, twisted by
I don't get people who don't care about power creep. Something new comes out that makes everything else crappy, and they go, so? I thought you were going to say the opposite there, which was going to surprise me. Yeah, it's something I'm near certain that they are considering as they introduce these new items, but is kind of worth mentioning at the very least, given what I just described as the situation where, like, almost everything we've been introduced to recently is a higher priority than quite a few of the other things we've seen. Bye-bye.
A righteous action.
Yeah, that's a fair point too, though, Ares. This game has always had better and worse items, for sure. I mean, like, the otherworldly fragments are obviously nowhere near things like the clotting poultice, for example. There's a disparity there already, without a doubt. It's just further exaggerating that disparity. Seems like it could be an issue, you know? But again, I'm sure that's something they're considering. Also entirely possible that I'm just, like, overvaluing these new items based on the fact that they're new. Also entirely possible that I've just been undervaluing some things for a long time. I mean, we find that out still to this day when I'll use a skill and not realize that it actually had that potential the entire time. Or a trinket or a combat item. The ideal is to add something that's just as good and doesn't move the needle at all. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, the absolute ideal in my mind is to add something that, like, creates... doesn't, like, create new mechanics, but, like, makes a new opportunity within the game based on the existing mechanics that you couldn't otherwise have done before. Like the stratagem, for example, is a good one for that.
Pity a soul so twisted by despair.
Where, like, formerly, we did not have any means of utilizing combat items for party movement, right? I don't think, anyway. I can't remember anything off the top of my head. But, like, that's cool. This is not only, like, yeah, this is honestly kind of ideal. This is, like, exactly what I just described. It's, like, utilizing existing mechanics to create a new situation, and it's also pretty good, right? Like, that's A+. But if you do too many of those that are, like, just over the threshold of, like, pretty good, then that moves the entire needle, you know what I mean? Like, the bar for a good item at that point is adjusted. Yeah, I agree, over, for sure. Yeah, I love this Infernal Pack, Farron. I am all about more cosmetics. That's intentional. I'm all about more cosmetics moving forward, dude. Because I will buy them all. You've got a guaranteed sale right here. So I want to give Red Hook money. Because I am in a significant deficit given the amount of times they've sponsored me to play this game that they know I would play anyway. Boop. I'm trying to think if there's, like, anything that we've seen from the Catacombs combat items that I would consider, like, not very good. Although it makes a lot of sense that I've eliminated those ones from my brain already. Okay, you're done, you're done. 12 to 21 on the judgment is crazy. Holy shit. Miss it. Enter the My Little Pony set. Don't you dare bring that to the table as though that would not be an insta-buy. I'll pre-order that. Yeah, I'm still looking for the origin skins too, for sure. I'm hoping.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
That's what mods are for, yeah, that's very true. That is exactly what mods are for. I'd probably get it, Pond. Yeah, feel free. Safe bet I'd get it. I've actually been wanting to boot BG3 back up. Thinking about doing another run through.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
I think we're sitting on like 25 mastery points or something ridiculous. 22. Jesus. Well, as soon as we can get those statistical upgrades, we'll be all about it. DD-inspired BG3 run? DD-BG3? Tee-hee-hee. I don't know, I might just go Dark Impulse and tear everybody to shreds again. It's one of the few times I've been able to just fully embrace being the asshole in a game, is the fact that they basically made a role that was for that. Said, go nuts. Nah, I don't think it's a good idea, Dragons. That's one of those where I gotta consider, like... I don't think anyone's gonna watch that. Like... Shout out to you if you're the kind of person who would tune in for just a random Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Middle of 2025, but... I don't know if that's a formula for streaming success right now. It's too long for streaming, too, yeah. Unless you're, like, really into that kind of game as a streamer, I feel like it just takes up too much time.
Agony by accumulation.
Big shout out for real, though, the folks that sound like, or that sounds good, too. 'Cause I'm sure I would love it. I'm already indulging quite a bit in blueprints these days, so I feel like I don't know if I can maybe get 2 of those kind of games on the docket right now. Is there a Baldur's Gate 3 mod which removes all hair? There must be. Golden opportunity. I already have over 100 hours in and still not finished. I think I've got something like 120 hours across a couple playthroughs. Like, I didn't believe. I was a doubter. Back when that game first came out, I didn't even pick it up initially. My sister had to show it to me. And she had to be like, you're going to love this. Like, play this. And then I sat down with it, and then before I knew it, I was like staying up till 2 or 3 in the morning for like 3 or 4 consecutive nights, just unable to stop playing. It's so fucking good. Just one of those unbelievable levels of quality.
The past is gone. Let it die.
It really is like... It's insane to expect a game to be that good. Like, it's kind... I know this is an insane comparison, but it's kind of got that Blueprint syndrome, right? Where, like, the only way it was able to be this good is because people spent years cooking it up. All of the best people working on a single project. Full steam ahead. And, that's the kind of outcome you can get, man. I think we're just supposed to deliver it to the next day in Amadeus. That's usually what the case is with those deliverables, is you just gotta get to the next inn with it. Or it will tell you, like, a specific place you need to go, which in this case was the spring, or was the Oasis, so I think now that we've done that, it's probably just bringing it to the inn. Oh, nice, Pawn. Yeah, I thought you just posted here. I got you. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man. Wait, does this have sound, too? Oh, it's got... I thought it was just the name. The name alone is great. Oh, God. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Am I gonna get copyrighted? I don't know if I want to play this on stream. I did just want to show everybody what I'm looking at, though. This is remarkable. This is, Here, I'll zoom in for you. This is Weird Al Githyankovic, which Yeah, that's for a very specific kind of person, a lot of which I think are in this chat. That's really good. Alright, y'all have to check out the audio for that one later, though. That's been around for a bit. Yeah, I haven't seen that. That's good. Weird WYRD, man. I mean, that's pulling out all the stops. That's... Speaking of having top men on the job, huh? Top men. That made my mouth curl up a bit. That's all you can really aim for these days, right? You either get that or you get, like, the unexpected exhalation from the nose. That's a sign of quality for sure. How you doing? Almost dead. Yeah, let's just do that. That'll work. Real laughs are a rarity. It's the expected response in the group chat, right? Is anytime anyone posts a decent joke, you hit him with the LMAO. When you're lucky if in reality they're actually even smirking. Here's me doing an actual LMAO in reply to a really funny post that Chipley made in the group chat. Here it is. Ready? Did you miss it? Did you get it? Here, I'll do it again. Ready? Here's my LMAO to Chipley's very funny joke in the group chat. Yeah, no disrespect. I'm just keeping it real. It's a very funny joke Chip made.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of unparalleled power.
Okay. No, I don't think I'm going to use that. Could still sell it to the hoarder, though. Careful, Baer, you might sprain a muscle. I know, yeah, I maybe need to take it a little easier. I'm going pretty crazy with that one. Yeah, stealing tokens is nice. He's got some pretty solid trinkets already, though. Castus and Galvanizing Goblet's working out really well for him. Although I guess Castus, now that I think about it, isn't really doing a lot, is it?
Let them come.
I think I might have been confusing him with the Abomination.
Bulwark of our defense.
With the manacles and the pull forward. Oh my god, dude, another Hearthlight use case. Let's go. Value. Yeah.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
100% that, yeah. Okay. Oh, you can dive into that all you want, Luz. I don't know if that's the kind of topic I need to broach. I think those are inside thoughts for me. Although I actually... No, never mind. I agree with Daniel's response. It's Shambler. BaerTaffy plus Shambler OTP. Ha! Dude, Hearthlight's actually gonna go crazy here. This is the most Hearthlight value I think we'll ever have. Hey, Dreaded. New chapter's been a lot of fun. I'm liking this new module. These enemies are interesting. The main quest for this one's been fun, too. I'm so glad, like, I remember talking about this when the Crusader DLC came out, and we had that really fun quest to be able to unlock the character. And I mentioned back then, I was like, this is such a good mechanic for this game. is to have these, like, deliverable items, to have these overarching goals that you were working on alongside any given campaign. And now, of course, they've incorporated that perfectly into Kingdoms as a game mode. Like, I'm so enthusiastic about that. And I also still strongly believe that that is something that can be built on so much more. Not just in Kingdoms, but in Confessions, too. Like, I'm still of the opinion that we could have things like the Crusader quest as just like a general thing to do in any given Confessions run. Just have like a secondary goal that you're working on if you happen upon like the right situation, or just like happen to grab some kind of weird deliverable. Like, especially if you go to like Sluice or Catacombs, I feel like that should be an additional incentive to go to those places, is the chance to run into situations like that. Yeah, no, I think we're going to move it up to Blood Moon again next time. I think it's pretty clear we need a little bit of a difficulty bump. So we are flying through this one, man. Rocking this one squad all day. They are killing it. All right.
A hot meal and a sound sleep. Tonic for the weary soul.
Easy street. Sure is. Crushed neath our boot. Let's combat routes in the Shroud. Okay. C team's almost ready to defend. I'm going to keep this group here for now. Probably just go ahead and knock out one more siege, I guess. Oh, we get the Shrieker chick there. That's fun.
The front lines of a war that was never fought.
Okay. I want to go for the mastery upgrade here. So let's do it.
Without tail, there can be no tooth.
Yeah, we'll go training grounds here as well. It sounds like fun. Awesome. Must be an Escalation 3 to deliver and progress Secrets of the Coven. Okay, so we can't do that anymore.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
Let's check our in-storage here. I bet we've got...
What fresh provocation will the day bring?
One of those pets available. Just can't remember where we put it. In storage, no. No. Wait. Oh, we have to close and reopen, I guess? There it is. Oh, wait a minute. I think I still misunderstood this. Right. This is just showing me where these things are. I can't actually access them from there, right?
Conventional fare.
Okay, okay.
But fairly priced.
Stalwart Stew. Ooh. Fatigue heal 5% on debuff resist. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's a neat effect. I got 7 of these coins. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And get this food, too.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Eat up, guys. That's for 3 regions? Oh my god, wow, that's awesome. Damn, that's really good. Okay. No need for slime mold anymore, y'all. Let's get their mastery upgraded too.
Of mastery.
Alright, we'll just do all these statistical upgrades now. Which we were pretty damn close on anyway. I guess we literally just upgrade all of their skills at this point, because why not? Huge. Okay. Get the Defender upgraded. Get the Illumination upgraded? That seems wrong. What if we did... Let's go Ministrations. That seems wise. Even if your stagecoach isn't there, heroes stationed at inns can access the storage for trinket and combat item swapping. Oh, cool. So I can, like, if this has storage over here, I can swap the stuff on these guys? How do I view their character sheet, though, if that's the case? Is that what you're saying? Or did I misunderstand you? Alright, let's go ahead and get this upgraded. We got administrations on her now. This, I mean, we have been using that, so fuck it. And then punish. Right-click their portrait from the top bar. Oh, cool. And then we can do... Oh, dip, dude. That rules. That's really nice. Nothing to do with that now, but it's good to know. Okay. Now, we got a ways to go to the next escalation, huh? I might just want to rest some days here, honestly. Although we got to make our way over to this siege anyway, so I might as well go through now. We'll knock out those 2 sieges and probably call it a day, and then maybe do some resting to get to the next escalation sooner. Yeah, we don't have any more mastery points to use, so or anything left to master, so... That works. We can change paths now, actually, I just realized. Let's change Killer Squid's path, so we can get the big Deathless heal here. That seems wise to me. We'll go with the Exanimate. Oh wait, no, Scourge. Right. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Ooh, let's do knock out a stretch break real quick, too. That's a good idea. Okay, cool. God, we have so much stuff here. We're kind of crushing it. Icebox and food barrels. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. Let's do that. That rules.
Experimentation.
Okay.
Your academic instincts serve you well.
Off to the tangle. Here we go. One more region.
War. Rewards only. Resignation.
Alrighty. Stocked up and ready to rock. Let's do it. I'll take the guaranteed road battle on the left here. Almost certainly going to do our fair share of combat out of this place. Still looking for them in supplies. Doing really well otherwise, though. This is, I feel wealthy. Which is an abnormal feeling in a Kingdoms run, for sure. Starting to hurt those relationships a little bit, I've noticed. And the fatigue's getting up there again. Okay. Don't underestimate these guys anymore, though, man. I keep doing that. Respect their damage output. 'Cause it's pretty hefty. Yeah, it's not going to do me any favors either. You know what? Let's improve our survivability a bit up front then. How about that? Truly respect the threat. And a couple of smoke bombs. Big burn. Beautiful. Big shot. Man, she's going minimum all day. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. Picking out the slack. Sweet. Okay, yeah, we got nothing to worry about, dude.
Finish this quickly.
Ain't got nothing to worry about. Also, I need to not have Lash's gift equipped anymore. Fully forgot to swap on the Deathless there. Smoke screen time. Nah, just keep burning them, actually. That's working.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Strength all day up front. God damn, this team rules. They have and continue to dominate. The only thing at this point that is informing my desire to
Excellent work.
swap out party members is sheer monotony. Like we're on a pretty clear collision course to victory with this team. I just feel like we got to mix it up for entertainment's sake now, man. I just really like them. Although, to be honest, I kind of feel like we might be able to get to that point of favor for any composition here. Just on a whole new level now, man. So it's kind of what that Seething Side Bastards beacon training will do to you, isn't it? Just like I've been playing against NBA players for the last 3 months. And then I went up against a JV high school team, and I was like, why is this so easy? What's wrong with you guys? Play better. It's just 14-year-olds out there crying while I throw a basketball off their face. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting the one person I want you to hit. Been training at 100x gravity for too long. I got the weighted training gear on, man. Take it off. I'm floating around here like a goddamn bumblebee. Bumblebear. Slime Deluxe. You just missed your time. You just missed your time to slime. We just got out of the catacombs here. Although you can see you clearly left your mark on the stagecoach. Whoops. Oh, I hope you didn't want to be hitting any of your attacks here, buddy. I don't think that's going to work out for you. Looking bad. Big crush heal again. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bear. Float like a BaerTaffy. Sting like a bear. Bear like a BaerTaffy, bear like a bear. Bear. It's the buffalo sentence, but with bear. Can't not be a pun if I just
The enemy weakens and
transform every word, right? There's something there somewhere. Just how big is a bear's stinger? You can't ask me that. You can't just go around on the internet asking people how big their stingers are. See you.
Greater threats await those who dare.
That's for only bears, right? Yeah. Which, man, yeah, that's... There's a fresh new take, huh? It's not even pornographic. It's a site called Only Bears, and it's literally just pictures of bears.
To arms, though it brings no satisfaction.
You can't be mad. You know what you signed up for. Truth in advertising. I suppose bears does have a dual meaning, doesn't it?
Measured and steady.
God damn it, yeah, that's probably already an actual thing. Oh, wait, well, back to the drawing board. That is, yeah, it's a risky site URL. You're welcome, depending on your perspective. A lot of Republicans secretly signed up to Only Bears, yeah. Strong. At least Fat Bear Week hasn't been corrupted by the second meaning. Again, corrupted is a strong word choice. Influence, let's say. But again, also that probably exists somewhere. They got another Fat Bear Week bracket going on that we're not aware of. Enhanced, there you go, that's better.
This road
All
cannot
better,
be
buddy.
walked alone.
Would you rather fight 100 bee-sized bears or one bear-sized bee? Now we're talking. Now we're getting back into streamer combo.
Writ large.
Right back in my wheelhouse. There's gotta be bee-sized bears, right? 100's a lot of them. I don't think they're coordinating very well, though, man. I don't know. I don't really see a lot of bears working together toward a common goal. Pretty solitary. They gotta be flying bears, yeah, if they're gonna be bees. You gotta give them at least a little leg up, right? Or a little wing up, I guess. Yeah, one bear-sized bee is fucking horrifying, dude. That's straight out of my nightmares.
Straightforward and effective.
Bear-sized bees shouldn't be able to fly. I think we've made the exchange there, yeah.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
If we're letting the bee-sized bear fly, I think we got to go the opposite direction. What if it was an adorable bumblebee? I got a big old bee phobia, dude. My mother, bless her heart, has tried so much to drill it out of me. I have like a distinct memory as a kid of like being scared of a bee in the backyard. And my mom, like Disney princess style, just like holding out her finger in the air. And the bee lands on it. And it's just sitting there. And she's just chilling. And I'm just sitting there like, It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna get you. Don't do that. I think being the offspring of a forest whisperer, I'd have a little more comfort with the subject, right? Big burn. Watched a TV shows for kids once that was like, here's what a praying mantis would look like if it was human-sized. And I'm like, why would you show us that? Why? Who asked? Don't, though. Was it just like a normal picture of a praying mantis hyper-zoomed? It's all pixelated. My brothers told me bumblebees don't sting, so my stupid little ass walked into the garden and firmly grasped a flower that had a bumblebee in it. That's classic brother behavior too, yeah.
The enemy weakens and wanes. Bravo!
The one SpongeBob episode, yeah, that definitely sprang to mind. Bee landed in my ear when I was a child. Does this story have a happy ending? It simply coexisted with you for a brief moment and then flew away about its business? About its beesness? Smoke screen. Big crush heal. Never got stung somehow. Well, damn. Did have a happy ending. They all lived happy ever after.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
I'm gonna give it to myself. Yup.
Stupendous.
Oh yeah, bees are friends. No, I'm not trying to say bees are bad. Bees are good. Love bees. I'm just scared as hell of them.
All problems have their solutions, even the big ones.
Because I don't want to get a little bit of pain. Just a tiny bit of pain. Just a little... Ow! Ooh. Don't want that. We were fucking around on a rooftop one time, being stupid teenagers. and I was hanging off the ledge right above like this big power box thing. Got stung on my hand and my ass ate shit. Just fell right off, right onto my butt and back.
Leaders they admire.
A big old metal power box, which could have gone much worse, given the description of the event. But thankfully I was a teenager, so I just bounced off and I was fine. I don't like thinking about what would happen with current age Baer in that same situation, though. Okay. Yet again, Hearthlight getting some weirdly good value for us here. One of my friends once stuck their face into flowers outside and got stung by a bee right in the very corner of their eye. Almost deserved, honestly, you know? You gotta give them their space. You need some honey, Baer? I wouldn't mind it. You offering? I am. I fit my I fit my character quite a bit in that regard. Honey's a go-to. Hearthlight's not a good ability, and yet I can never unequip it. Well, the thing about Runaway, too, is especially if you got her in the back ranks, it's not like you're giving up a lot to have it. Like, she has just about everything else I'd like for her to have right now. We've had plenty of opportunities to unlock a new skill, I just haven't really felt the need. Again, we are actually utilizing it well here, too. Can't just be going around smelling flowers, right? Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. Witchfire Curse. That sounds fun.
Analysis is the natural prelude to action.
Got the burn and the debuff off that, I guess. Girl I was dating got stung on her ass through jeans walking around downtown. It was stuck in her, but I couldn't find it. I had to take her back to my car, pull down her pants, and take it out. Passers-by saw a woman with her pants down, ass in my face. That's great. Don't even bother explaining it, man. Just... you do you. It's on them. I didn't want to see somebody getting a stinger out of their ass. They shouldn't be looking at your damn car.
A brilliant conclusion.
What do they expect? That's true, Crane. Yeah, no, that's a story I'm sure she's telling to anybody that'll hear it too, so. Win-win.
A slow dissection.
Right, unless you never found it, in which case she ends the story with, and it's still there to this day. Ah, crap. Sorry, hold on, y'all. I gotta take this. Sorry about that. Back to the siege. Yeah, no, seriously, like, the only time I ever get important phone calls is when I'm streaming. Which, I guess I understand these are primary operating hours, but still. Does seem to be the only time it happens. Oh, whoops. I'm Probably the first time I've left the cauldron to last. Didn't even think about it. There we go. Another coin, sweet. Good stuff, man.
A hot meal and a sound sleep. Tonic for the weary soul.
Oh, wow. Cool. CGI will now fully heal their fatigue resting at an inn.
Undaunted.
That's a pretty nice quirk. Okay. Our final defense for the day. See if we can fend them off at the Miller house.
Let them come. Let them break against the bulwark of our defense.
I have another story. My brother stole a sub before. Now, is this a submarine sandwich or a submarine full stop? Because that's the kind of story I'm going to need to hear. If it's the latter.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
That's some Grand Theft Auto shit, dude. It's just a Twitch sub, right? Yeah. Wow. What if it's a submarine from a subway? And then they hit it in a subway. And within that submarine in a subway was a submissive person. And therefore they had stolen a sub in a sub, a sub in a sub in a sub. They put the sub in the sub, and they put the sub in the sub in a sub. And all of that belongs to a sub.
Stupendous.
Oh, what if the submissive that they have in the sub in the submarine owns the subway?
Steady yourself.
So it's the sub in a sub. No, the sub is in a sub, and the sub's in the sub that's in a sub. That sounds like a subpar story. +2. +2 subs. I'd like to unsub from this story. That's fair. That's a few too many subs. Need subtitles for that. True, true. Avoid confusion. I was mostly just vamping so Carl could tell his story. So my brother found one of our neighbors had a one-person sub in their backyard. His friends and him decided to try and use it in the retention pond. Fast forward, my mom gets a call from said neighbor letting her know her son stole his submarine. And she caught him before they had a chance to kill themselves. Honestly, like... I have a lot of... I have a hard time finding fault in this. When are you ever going to get another opportunity to steal a submarine? I think when the world presents you with that option, you have to take it. I think they did the right thing. And now they have that story to tell. It's like my good friend Alpaca Patrol has said.
At least has been tended to.
The decisions you make should most often be based off whether or not it would make a good story. So long as you're not hurting anyone. So long as they didn't crash the submarine into a school. That would be impressive. Oh, damn, that was lucky. This choice might have been suboptimal, Baer. I think we're in big trouble here. I'm not loving the situation with these guys. What does this do again? Gains debuff resist. I don't know if that really matters. They did crash it into a school of fish, however. Oh, strong +2. Yeah, that's quality. And also unfortunate.
Trapped, held captive by fear.
Dude, we might be dying here. This is looking problematic. No, dude. Happy day. I might be having problems. Let's just try to keep him alive, I guess. Going down to death's door here, too. Yikes. Let's see. I do really want to try to finish you off, but you just refuse to move. So I think I need to pass heal you. Need to get you rid of that blight again.
Impeccably timed.
This might have the damage, but no, it does not. Oh my god, this is concerning. Especially if they do that.
They have given their last.
Oh, the days too, yikes. Oh, and I think that's just going to be a big burn again. Oh boy. They've got to get rid of this thing. It's going to be a tough task when we got all these goddamn debuffs. 1 to 4, good lord. Oh, we are having problems here. I've not been able to get these guys any good upgrades either. Holy Christ. We might have honestly been better off with the veterans in this group. Hit them with the fatigue there too, damn. Alright, well, hey, resisted death's door. It's far from a given these days. I think I'm out of battlefield medicine, though, so we're probably still in pretty big trouble. And he's just weakened forever. My god. Oh, we got one down, at least. A little burn on those two. That's a pretty big burn, actually. That's probably going to help. No heals available. Man.
He courted the unthinkable.
All right.
But to no avail.
Fair enough. Got the burn going on her, at least. Woof. Woof. Wow! Bounty Hunter, go, dude. Okay. Stay alive. That's all we need from you. Sunshine!
Teetering on that terrible precipice.
I'm gonna need some of that here, man. Use some sunshine in my soul today. Thank you for the 18 months, though. Appreciate the bear hugs for him as well if you got them. Welcome on back into the bear pile.
Burned for now.
This bounty hunter refuses to go down. Holy shit. There's all those death's door checks we've been looking for, dude. Been missing those. Can't heal him again, though, and there's nothing else we can do for him, unfortunately, so he's going to have to pass one more. Wow! Hell yeah, man. Okay. Not today, he said.
New obstacles and new opportunities.
Not this one. Well, all right. That's a heck of a note to end the session on, man. I like that a lot. Well, thanks for watching another episode of Darkest Dungeon 2 Kingdoms, y'all. If you're over on youtube.com/BaerTaffy, still enjoying our campaign here, appreciate the likes on the video.
Each improvement
Does do quite a bit
variable in the equation of your fate.
to support. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.